Look at your bank account right now. Is that number a reflection of your hard work, or is it a crime scene? Most people spend 40 years of their lives trading their limited time for pieces of paper, only to realize at age 65 that they've been playing a rigged game. But the game isn't rigged by the government or the banks. It's rigged by the person staring back at you in the mirror. You see, the difference between the guy driving a leased Ferrari on a $50,000 salary and the quiet millionaire next door in a 10-year-old Toyota isn't luck. It's a fundamental shift in how we perceive value. If you've ever felt like you're running on a financial hamster wheel, earning more only to spend more, stay with me. We are going to deconstruct why most people fail and show you how to turn your smartphone into a wealth-building tool rather than a distraction. I'm going to reveal a strategy that can save you over $100,000 in interest over your lifetime. If you miss that, you're literally leaving a fortune on the table. Money is 80% behavior and only 20% head knowledge. We like to think we're rational creatures, but when it comes to managing our own pockets, we're mostly just emotional toddlers with credit cards. This is the core of why some people stay stuck regardless of their raise. Why do you buy that $7 latte or that new gadget when you know you haven't hit your goals yet? It's not about the product, it's about the dopamine hit. Our brains are hardwired for instant gratification. We want the wealthy look long before we have the actual bank account to back it up. But true wealth is actually what you don't see. It's the car not purchased, the watch not worn, the first-class upgrade not taken. Wealth is the flexibility to quit a job you hate without panicking about next month's rent. That is the mindset shift that separates the 1% from the rest. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds great, but I'm barely getting by. How am I supposed to plan for the future when I'm just trying to survive today? This is where most people get it wrong. They think organizing their money is about restriction. They think it's a financial straitjacket. In reality, a plan is just giving every single dollar a job to do before the month begins. Whether you're making $2,000 a month or $20,000, the principles don't change. Think of your income as a bucket of water. Most people have dozens of tiny holes in the bottom of their bucket. Unused subscriptions, overpriced insurance, daily convenience fees. They try to fix their problem by pouring more water in, but the holes just get bigger. We need to plug the leaks first. To make sure you actually start today, I've built a custom Fortune Logic Blueprint Spreadsheet. It's not just a tracker. It's a machine that shows you exactly how your coffee money today turns into a fortune in 20 years using the built-in wealth calculator. You can grab the link in the description, download it, and follow the simple instructions inside. No excuses anymore. Open the file, plug in your numbers, and start leading your money instead of wondering where it went. Let's look at this through a simple lens. Imagine your income as a pie. 50% goes to your absolute needs, the roof over your head, the lights, and the food on the table. 30% goes to your wants. This is the danger zone. This is where your discipline is tested every single day. If you're serious about changing your life, this 30% is where you find the fuel for your fire. And then there's the final 20%. This is the future you tax. This goes to your freedom fund. If you aren't paying yourself first, you're essentially working for everyone else. Your landlord, the grocery store, the gas station, except yourself. But wait, there's a trap here that catches almost everyone. And if you don't hear this, everything else we discuss won't matter. The trap is the lack of consistency. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and actually achieving them. It's easy to be excited on a Sunday night when you're feeling motivated. It's much harder on a Thursday afternoon when your coworkers are ordering expensive takeout and you're looking at your packed lunch. This is where your monthly planning becomes a battleground. You have to decide, What do I want most versus what do I want now? To make this easier, we need the right tools. Forget the fancy, overcomplicated apps that track your data and sell it to advertisers. We're going back to the gold standard, the spreadsheet. There is something visceral about typing in your expenses manually. When you have to physically type out $150 for a night out, it hits different than a silent notification on an app. It forces you to confront your choices. I've seen people save thousands of dollars just by moving to a manual sheet because it forced them to look at their habits in real time. It's not just data, it's a mirror. As we move deeper into this, you'll realize that advice is everywhere, but few people talk about the mental accounting error. We treat found money, like a tax refund or a bonus, differently than our regular paycheck. We blow it. But logic dictates that every dollar is equal. Whether you earned it through overtime or found it on the sidewalk, it has the same power to grow. If you take $1,000 today and invest it wisely, in 30 years, that could be worth nearly $10,000. That found money isn't a free dinner. It's a month of your retirement. The secret to mastering this is zero-based planning. This means at the end of the month, your income minus your expenses equals exactly zero. Every dollar is assigned. If you have $200 left over, you don't just leave it in the checking account to be accidentally spent on Amazon. You assign it to a wealth-building category. You give it a mission. This isn't about having less, it's about having a plan. Success is often boring. It's repetitive. It's checking your numbers every Friday. It's saying no to things that don't move the needle. But the payoff? The payoff is a level of peace that most people will never know. Imagine waking up and realizing that even if you didn't work today, your assets earned more than your bills cost. That is the ultimate goal of managing your path to prosperity. But how do you get there when everything feels so expensive? The best tip for the modern age is being vocal about your boundaries. It's okay to tell your friends, I can't do dinner tonight. It's not in my plan. In fact, it's a power move. It shows you have a vision for your life that is bigger than a plate of pasta. It shows you have mastered the psychology of your own behavior. As we approach the final steps of this blueprint, I want you to visualize your financial life as a system of inputs and outputs. Most people focus on the inputs. They want a raise, a side hustle, a promotion. But the most successful people focus on the formulas. They optimize how their money moves once it's in their possession. They use their plan to automate their future. They understand that a small 1% change in their saving rate today creates a massive trajectory shift 20 years from now. You've stayed with me this far, which tells me you're part of the small percentage of people who actually care about their future. Most people clicked off a long time ago to watch something mindless. But you're looking for the logic behind the fortune. You understand that saving isn't just about cutting coupons. It's about buying back your freedom. So, here is your challenge. Don't just close this video and go back to your old habits. That's what the majority would do. Instead, take the first step. Open a blank spreadsheet. Write down your income. Write down every single debt you owe. Look at it, own it, and then start giving those dollars their marching orders. If this deep dive into the mechanics of wealth resonated with you, and you want to join a community of people who value logic over impulse, you're in the right place. This is where we break down the complex world of finance into simple, actionable steps. If you want to see more breakdowns like this and master the tools of the trade, hit that subscribe button and join the family here at the Fortune Logic. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is the one want that always breaks your plan? Is it coffee? Gadgets? Eating out? Being honest about it is the first step to conquering it. Smash that like button if you're committed to making this year the one where you finally take control of your money. Remember, the math is simple, but the discipline is what makes you wealthy. Stay logical, stay focused, and we'll see you in the next one on the Fortune Logic.